This episode of The Republic is sponsored by Shutterstock.com with over 20 million high-quality stock photos, illustrations, vectors, and video clips. Shutterstock helps you take your creative projects to the next level. For 30% off on your new account, go to Shutterstock.com and use offer code GAMEBREAKER6.
Gamebreaker TV.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Republic, episode 142 for June 17th, 2013. I'm Gary Gannon. Coming up on today's show, Terror from Beyond just got more nightmarish. Lightsabers are covered in ice cream, and spoiler alert, SWTOR isn't coming to next-gen consoles, just in case you were waiting. All that and more, but first, from Massively.com, Larry's just like, damn, really?
Man, I was so hoping I'd be able to play Tor on PS4.
Oh, I think you're going to say
Tor
X-Bone.
it even rhymes. Tor on PS4. Look at the marketing.
Tor on 4. Tor on 4. Tor on 4.
God.
Tor boned on 4. Tor got boned? What? Try to think of a...
Something like that.
I don't know, something like that. And, of course, Laura Williams. How are you, Laura? Joining us again.
Hey, you guys.
What's going on?
It's kind of like chat bubbles, Larry. It's just not going to happen.
It's just not going to happen.
Or they'll charge cartel coins for it. You'll be able to play it on the PS4, but you have to pay
by the
5,000 cartel. That's right.
So first up, before we jump into this, what is this 2.3 info? Some kind of bounty hunting event thing? Somebody fill me in. I've got artwork. Oh, what am I looking at?
Oh, fail producer. No, what this is this is the next event. Like the what do we have? We had the grand acquisition race. There's a whole bunch of little pictures. We kind of just scroll down. Yeah, the Rackle event. This is the next thing, the next coming event. I think they said it would be shortly after July 4th, I want to say, that they're going to be doing this. And yeah, and these are some of the things, like the decorations. I think the one you're looking at right now is where the event happens. Like there's like a staging area and this, all sorts of stuff. And
there's new hangar artwork,
which is very important, and which is actually pretty awesome to think about.
Do we know anything more about the event, or did they just drop these images and just be like, here you go, this is coming, 2.3?
Yeah, pretty much they just dropped the images and said, guess. Guess what's happening.
So have you been able to, or have either of you kind of looked through them and try and dissecting what's going on here? Is it some sort of bounty?
It looks like
event?
there's a new boss fight, so I don't know if it's a long quest line leading up to it. The captions on the images do say that you will have the choice to either kill the target or capture the target and bring them in, which is kind of neat.
That one that you're looking at right there, the flags on there, that is the Zerka Corporation logo on those flags, so I'm sure we're going to be working for the Zerka Corporation in some form or fashion. Yeah, or maybe we're going after somebody in the Zerka Corporation. Who knows? Maybe. Could be a bunch of different things. They have well, I mean, in the center, obviously, they had the hangar area that's a GTN board, and obviously appearance designer thing. I'm not sure exactly what this is, other than maybe a hub that you're working from. That's
maybe
kind of
it's
what I'm
bounty
thinking.
Board.
Yeah, there is a
like a terminal where you go collect your bounties from.
Well, if you in the hangar picture, it does show the bounty board because actually, right there, that picture right there, in like right in the center, is
the little red thing.
Oh no, the green one, not the ones that are on the ground, but the go up like right in the middle of the screen, here? Right there. Yeah, that's the that is a bounty board that actually in Arabesh that lists names and like credit numbers like not credit card numbers, but like money, how much money you get for that bounty. But
and
that,
obviously
unfortunately,
here are the terminals down here though. So I wonder if this is just a display unit, and these are actually this may be the terminal that controls this to actually, like you said, maybe pull bounties in or something like that. And you've got this other thingamajigger over here as well, whatever that is.
Yeah. I'm assuming so. I'm assuming it's something along that line, but I really don't know.
Is that some sort of like, it's this thing here? Is that like some sort of crafting mechanism, or it looks like you would like put some sort of object inside of that, and it
does
close.
actually. You know,
it looks like one of those bank tubes.
Yeah,
where you stick your thing to send it out to the teller.
That's exactly what it is. It looks like this tube is going down into the ground there, so you would have to like deposit something into this. So that's why I'm wondering if maybe this is like, maybe to collect bounties on quests.
You cut off the guy's hand,
put his head,
deposit it in.
Yeah, just put his head right in there.
Stick his head in there.
Just suck right down into the ground.
That's right.
Here it goes.
That's exactly.
Because everybody wants to see.
Wait a minute. What would you do if you choose to capture the dude rather than killing him?
I don't know. Go collect that bounty.
Body down there?
Gosh, good luck fitting him in that tube.
I want to know which option pays the most.
That's right.
That might be actually something. That'd be actually cool if there was something to that where you could actually see. I'm trying to see if there's any. Here's a wide shot. It looks like this is the same area down here. This is what you were just looking at on a front view.
Yeah.
Same terminal. Yeah. There's the other little head vacuum. So I'm going to call it now. It's called a head vacuum.
Yes.
Here are these banners, I guess, that we saw in the first one. Do we know anything about those banners? This right here? What this might be?
It looks like a bounty hunter helmet. So.
Does look like a bounty.
What? It actually resembles a. I'm not sure that that's exactly what it is, but it looks like a 2-1B droid, but it's got credit symbols in his eyes. So I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Exactly. Maybe. Of course, he has credit symbols in his eyes. He's like, "You'll kill people.
Says money
I'm gonna
this
pay
way."
You. Yeah, they got him up here on the top area, down here. I'm trying to figure out what this view is. I'm wondering, is this the same? So it's another wider view. So this is just all one area.
Yeah.
You're just seeing different shots of it. So you got this over here. Here it is in the back here. Now is this a hangar of some sort, or is this some sort of?
Well, that's the image designer terminal in front there, but I'm not sure what that is right in the back.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this is either. And with these purple signs,
it looks.
Have we ever seen this before?
It looks like looks like a cantina. Actually, is what that looks like up there. So behind the stage area is a cantina, because
that looks like a cocktail that I should be playing some lounge music to. Hang on.
There you go. All right.
Okay, so we've got a canteen in the background. It's a pretty big area, and then we've got some abilities that were being shown off, which looks like Rainbow Bright. Lots of.
Looks like the Ghostbuster gun. Don't cross the streams.
It does. Not a whole lot you can tell from these images, though, except.
Yeah,
it looks like some kind of probe.
Some sort of secret droid, maybe, like helps you go and hone in on your bounty, possibly.
I'm betting that is that calls the bounty or something. You click on it and he pops down when you click on it.
Or it pops him up himself.
Yeah, that's possible too.
Why would it be too cool if you actually followed this around and the red light blinked faster and faster and louder as you got closer to your bounty, and you literally had to find your dude?
Well,
that's what I would think.
That would be kind of fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that's what that's going to be. I'm not going to hold my breath.
Don't hold your breath. Be prepared for a little bit of disappointment.
Be prepared for disappointment. My first thing would be, maybe that. Okay, wait. Maybe that comes out of this.
Wait,
maybe that comes out of the head tube. Maybe you get your bounty.
Well, no, there it is. It's right there.
Oh, it's right here.
It's right next to it.
And it looks quite.
It looks like an antenna.
I like the idea that that's a head tube, and I don't care.
You're gonna stick with it.
I'm sticking with it. It's totally a head tube. You chop off their heads and you stick it in that tube. Yeah, we'll go with that. Sounds great.
All right. So that's all we know. That's all we got. Now we just have to wait. But 2.2 is here after a very, very short delay. The delay was breaking news on our last episode. How long did it actually take? Couldn't have been too long, huh?
That was a day or two.
Yeah. It was only actually a day. Really.
A day, basically next day.
Yeah. Yep.
So the biggest addition to 2.2, of course, is Nightmare mode of Terror from Beyond. Have you guys jumped in?
No, not yet.
We're not that awesome.
You're not that
but
awesome.
But we know people that are that awesome, though.
All right. Well, you're in the know. So
yeah.
what's the word on the street then from the awesome people?
What do we want to hear about the crying and boohooing of how hard the Dread Guard is?
Oh, come on. I don't
Yeah,
want to hear
I heard the Dread Guard is pretty difficult.
Who? Has anyone taken him down? Wait, has anyone taken him down yet?
Yes.
Okay.
2 guilds have gotten it down 8-man. No guild's gotten it down 16-man.
Yep.
So what's the word of like the whole entire like encounter just in Nightmare? What's everybody saying? Are they enjoying it? Besides it being too hard?
What I read was that most people really liked the fight. They thought that it was pretty epic, especially for Nightmare quality. But they said that they think the Enrage Timer might be a little too short. And there was a 72-page thread going through arguing on whether or not it was mathematically impossible to complete at the gear level that they
and then somebody beat it.
And then somebody beat it.
Yeah.
So I guess it is.
Apparently it is mathematically possible.
Apparently mathematically possible. Math is not. Math is tough. Sometimes it takes a little calculation, some spreadsheets, and it takes some brains.
You know what's really funny is we were talking with some people that were running it at this time, and keeping track of all that, and the people that beat it actually beat it with a what would you call it, a non-optimal group, in the sense that they weren't running with a group that you just on the surface would appear to be the best group to run it with. For instance, they didn't have a Marauder, which a Marauder, if you're going to have melee DPS, usually it's a Marauder. Yeah, because of Bloodlust. And what Bloodlust does is it gives you, for several seconds, gives you 15% boost to all your damage. That group, there's like, for 4 people, will have 50% boost in their damage.
Do you know, Larry, do you know if they did that on by design, that they actually, because a lot of times, like, we cover like other raids and other games and stuff, sometimes they'll figure out ways to actually take down bosses with what would seem non-optimal, but they've actually kind of like stacked certain types of classes or something, which actually make it easier to take down.
I'm wondering, I wonder if that's not part of the situation, is that because what they ran with, it was a Juggernaut was their melee DPS, which it's generally speaking non-optimal. But I'm wondering if part of that is because even a DPS spec Juggernaut can switch and taunt for a little bit if necessary, and I'm wondering if that wasn't part of the reasoning behind it. They also ran, if I'm not mistaken, with a Merc healer, which is also non-optimal in most raid situations. But so yeah, I'm really interested to know what their strategy was behind it and why they went about that direction versus what would seemingly be the most optimal way to do it. So
Charim's cracking me up, calling me out. They stacked a bunch of shamans. You know exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, 'cause we've seen that happen many a time. So and somebody's like, somebody solo DK'd it. What?
You know what's really funny is that we were talking with the guys, and they were saying, he was saying, what would be really cool is if you stacked like 2 assassin tanks and 2 sword healers and had all snipers
small
as your
sniper DPS,
because he said that what part of the reason that would be interesting and why that might work is because when you're rolling the new roll ability that snipers have, you actually avoid damage for 3 seconds. And so if you were able to time your roll at the right time, you would actually receive no damage at all. And
can we make that happen? Can we get somebody to make that happen? Could we just roll the video on the show? Because that would be hilarious if we did that. Seriously?
Can you imagine like 4 snipers all rolling at one time? That would be I'd want to see that. Absolutely. That would be so awesome.
What's word on the street about bugs? How are the bugs? Is it buggy?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Laura's got notes. Hang on, Laura's got.
She's got notes.
She's gonna.
Here we go. Notes. Checklist.
I don't think that it was horrible. Other than a lot of people think that the obviously the Enrage Timer for the Dreadguard was a little short. I did read about 2 bugs on Terror from Beyond itself. One said that they had a problem where when they would kill tentacles, he would jump back, like he would get 35% health back. And then some guys that we were talking to a little bit before the show today said that they had encountered a bug where, or they had heard of a bug where when you kill tentacles, it's dropping him down to 15% health. So it basically was just making the fight a joke in terms of being able to kill him.
Huh. But it sort of, I mean, bugs are always kind of, I guess they don't sound too breaking. And you're hearing that that's kind of like somewhat minimal that people are seeing this.
Yeah, well, for one, I mean, most of the groups haven't got Terror from Beyond. I mean, because seriously, there has been 2, literally, out of the hundreds of top-end raid groups.
I think more people have gotten to it. I don't know if everybody's cleared it, because a lot of people were just, they were dropping the raid difficulty down to hard mode and passing Dreadguard, doing it on hard mode, and then re-switching it back up to Nightmare because they share the same lockout. So I don't know if more people have actually seen it because they were attempting it that way.
Are you guys gonna have to rename your guild to Months Behind, like Josh, aka Laura, and just how far off are you guys from possibly doing this?
We just started working on hard mode, so yeah, we're months behind.
We're months behind, definitely. Yeah, we you have to be a really. I'm actually kind of excited about this. That top end raid groups are having a hard time getting past this stuff, because I mean we've been, for the longest time, I remember, people have been watching the show for a long time. Remember Justin talking about how Eternity Vault and Karaga's Palace were like the easiest raids he's ever run in his entire life, and now got these top end raid groups that are going, this is impossible. So it's great to see this kind of turnaround in
this is impossible at this item gear level. Oh wait, somebody finished him. Whoops, sorry. Guess.
Hold on, let me get my calculator out.
To the people that were saying that, they did change their stance like 50 pages into the thread, saying, yeah, well, we probably could have picked it up a little, or maybe if we had spent a little bit more time working on it rather than just changing the difficulty and moving forward. So I will throw that out there. They did kind of say that. It can't be done.
Probably could have taken them down a little quicker if they got off the forums and stopped wasting time writing up useless threads that they can't take it down because it's mathematically
this
incorrect.
Was fantastic. There was lots of /popcorn moments in this thread. I loved it.
Was there a lot of images coming up?
There was a lot of back and forth. It was really
pretty
excellent read.
Yeah.
Sweet. Check that out.
Especially because there was one group. There was one group that decided what they were going to do is, like Laura said, they were going to skip the Dreadguard because they were having so much trouble with the Dreadguard. They're just like, okay, let's just see if we can do the rest of this. And so what they did is they dropped the Dreadguard instance down to hard mode, past that, then up the difficulty again to Nightmare mode, and started on the rest of the raid. And there were so many people crying on the forums. It was great going, that won't count. That should not count for world first. I will not accept that, and I will stop following this thread altogether if they count that as a world first. Now, obviously, I don't think they're going to count it as a world first, even if they complete it. But I just think it's hilarious that there was a whole bunch of whining about it and crying. If we got to, I'm just thinking of our guild. If we got to a point where we couldn't pass something, but because of the difficulty level or whatnot, I think it's a viable strategy to skip ahead to maybe help out with gear and things along that line, as long as it doesn't totally count for the world first. If you go to the end and you skip the Dreadguard and that doesn't count as a world first. You have to go back, defeat the Dreadguard, and then subsequently beat everybody else. But I think that's a viable strategy. But
somebody would do that and actually try and claim world first. They would.
Somebody will. Yeah. somebody will. Yeah, absolutely.
And then you'll have everyone pointing out, no, you have more health than you did in this one.
Guilds are getting experience bonuses for every 5 active players. That we talked about that. What was it, like a show or two ago, something like that. But that's not counting free players, though, is it?
No, it's preferred and subscribers.
What do you think of
That's
that?
right.
What do you think of that move?
Well, I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, I think if you included all of the free-to-play players, everyone would be completely maxed out. And if that's supposed to be one of the perks for people subscribing or being a preferred, I don't really see anything wrong with that.
What do you think, Lara?
Yeah, I'm thinking honestly, if you're playing as a free-to-play player, I really want to know why. I really want to know who out there is actually playing as a free-to-play player and not a preferred player, because it costs $5 to play as a preferred player, and you get all sorts of bonuses and extra stuff added onto your account just by being a preferred player. And so yeah, I'm absolutely fine with a free-to-play players not counting. And like Laura said, guilds would just stack it. I mean, we've already got it in our guild, and it took like a couple of hours for us to get.
It took everybody logging on.
Yeah, but
that was it. Log in, bonuses max.
Log in, get your credit, and then yeah.
Yeah. All right, F to peers are just complaining. All right, visual improvements have been made to the flamethrower. Well, are they noticeable? Have you guys seen it? Does it shoot green fire now?
It is not green, but it looks like a giant fireball coming out of your wrist.
Is it a lot cooler?
It is ridiculously over the top.
All right, it's a lot more fun there. Good little flavor stuff.
That's right. Well, and you know what's
shoot green fire, but that's just me.
And speaking of fire, when Marauders get 30 stacks of Fury, and I guess Sentinels are the same way, but it's focus, they get this fire that billows around them. That is persistent now. It used to fade off after like a second or so, and now that's persistent until you use those stacks of Fury, and it's actually kind of annoying to be on fire for that long. And it makes you want to hit the button when you shouldn't have to. But it's a visual effect,
so now you're not saying I missed hitting the button.
I guess, sure.
It's a visual cue for us stupid people, Larry. I don't even know what's going on. But you're on fire! Can't you see it? You're on fire. Yeah, okay, now I see it. Yeah. That'd be me. The collector's edition vendor has been updated. Oh, we've all been waiting for this. I am very curious. So, has the bind on equip, bind on pickup die situation been fixed? Is that all sorted?
Yes, we now have 2 dies that are bind on pickup and 2 dies that are bind on equip.
Are the new dies
original
actually
dies
any
that
good?
they came out with? Well, we got black and yellow and purple and green, which are not horrible combinations.
No, let's be honest. Purple and green are horrible. Purple and green is horrible. Unless you're going to be are you going to be the Joker? I mean, that's purple and green. You paint your face white, get your hair green.
I'm going to be the Bumblebee, and you're going to be the Joker. Let's go, Bumblebee and Joker.
Right. Yeah.
Here we go.
Bumblebee and Joker.
I'm actually surprised black and yellow hasn't been in the game already.
No.
Yeah, I was surprised too, actually. But there you go. We have one person in our raid group
who loves it, and he's using the P-Stream lightsaber to match it.
Right. He's using the yellow. He's using the Bumblebee lightsaber as well.
Are CE owners feeling like everything is sorted now and they're okay with this?
I would have been happier if we got black and purple.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'm
That would have made me happy.
But I'm just I don't know. I'm kind of burnt out on CE players complaining about not getting anything on the vendor.
Yeah.
I'm going to do nothing but complain to you about my collector's edition vendor now.
Exactly. I mean, just there are people in this game that did not buy the CE that have spent more money on the game than the people that bought the CE and then just quit shortly after. So and then so Yeah, I don't hear their complaints.
I'm thinking they should just give
anymore.
like they should just go. They should be like, all CE owners. Here is one gift that you will all like, and then the CE vendor is going to his head's going to get shoved in that tube, that head tube, and taken away by the bounty hunter, and then that will be all over with. We don't have to talk about him anymore because it just seems like a useless argument. Just give everybody a mount and say it's gone. Say we're sorry. This was a good idea at the time, but now the idea sucks. And
and they're asking in the chat room if you can buy access with a million credits, and
access to the VIP area.
Yeah,
you have to have the collector's edition to access the vendor.
Exactly, you can get access to the area that the vendor is in, and you can look at him and smile at him, but you can't actually buy anything from him.
Oh, you know what they should make him like a wax figure and put him in like a glass case and just put him on display. So people can just come by and just be like,
carbonize him.
When we were children, that was the collector's edition vendor, kids. Look at kids. Come here, look. There's the VIP room. We're not allowed to go in the VIP room anymore. It's cordoned off by velvet ropes. Just leave it like make it like a museum. Right. Make it like a museum set piece. That's all. All right.
That would be awesome. I would be on board with that.
I have great ideas.
That and nuking Hillum, but anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say my other good ideas. Just blow that damn place up. So. All right, and finally, female bounty hunters and smugglers with body type 2 will no longer have incorrect leg animation when near other players or NPCs. Well, finally, Larry, finally, this is
I know,
fixed.
right? Wow, that was really
that incorrect leg animation was really uncomfortable sometimes. I mean,
I
you get into that situation.
I pointed. I pointed this out actually on my on one of my streams where we were when we were watching one of the animations that was a lead up to one of the bosses in Scum and Villainy. You walk in, and my main character is female, and she walks like a guy. She's like not just any guy, but a cowboy. She with bow-legged and everything.
She's got that swagger.
And she's got the swagger. Because of the animation,
it's rough living.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I hope they fix that, or something like that soon.
It's like they just molded it on males and didn't bother to think about females and how they walk.
That animation file got lost somewhere in the shuffle. They
probably did.
Drag and drop that skeleton animation from the guy. Nobody will notice. Oh, it's kind of awkward. Don't worry about it.
Nobody will notice. Nobody will put that on a podcast.
And nobody will wonder about the random strangers behind you while they're doing that either.
Did she just get off a horse? Looking at it from the outside, would you guys agree it's kind of a light patch unless you're a hardcore raider?
Yeah, it is kind of a light patch. I mean, in general. I mean, I know that the raid takes a lot of time to do, and I don't want to, I don't want to say that they didn't spend a lot of time on it or anything like that, because I know they did. But I mean, that being said, though, I mean, there is the new cartel pack items and that sort of thing. So it's a bit light if you're not a raider, but I'm sure we're getting other stuff here soon.
Well, Laura, how's
those
the
non-raiders?
What does the community think of it?
For this patch, I think a lot of people are just waiting for 2.3. They're really excited about the Bounty Hunter event. I know somebody had posted on our guild forums that they thought that they were going to do more of these type of events that are specific to the classes. So possibly we could see a smuggler event in the future. Who knows what else?
What?
I know that I'm looking forward.
Smuggling?
Yeah, smuggling. I know that I'm looking forward to new flashpoints coming in the next patch, and of course everybody's waiting for server transfers, which should be in the next mini patch, hopefully.
Everybody, meaning
fingers crossed,
Larry Everett is still waiting for chat bubbles.
That's right.
We have to shoot those will be on sale every episode.
Those will be on the sale at Cartel Market in 2.5.
You're gonna get those. They're gonna cost 10,000 cartel coins, but they'll put them on sale for 7,500. That's
right. 50 cartel coins for each chat bubble that you use. I can just see it happening. Am I being really cynical here?
Just a little bit, Larry. Maybe just a touch, maybe a tad. I'm not sure. The Cynical Republic. All right, I want to talk about some new cartel market items, but first I want to tell you about Squarespace. That's right. You guys got a website, or you need a website, or you want to revamp your website probably looks not as good as it can look, I should say. And Squarespace is the answer. I'm telling you. Squarespace. Go over to squarespace.com, sign up, make an account, get to making your brand new website today. I want to get you guys 10% off on your new account. All you got to do is use the offer code GAMEBREAKER6. Whether you've got a personal site, you want to create a website, maybe you're a blogger, maybe you've got a business, maybe you're a photographer, or a guild site. They're great for guild sites. They've added an event handler, so it's got all the event stuff in there, so you can tell your guild, when stuff's going down, what's raiding night, when is maybe PvP night. There's always RP Goldshire night. You know how that goes. Yeah. Right, Lair? I know. Yeah. You got to put all those down. They've got it all in there. The social stuff on the Squarespace, with all the Squarespace sites, is amazing. And their themes that you start with, your starting themes, are absolutely phenomenal. Really clean, nice themes to start with, but you could adjust them and work magic with them. It's really super easy. If you don't know much about building websites like myself, it is absolutely really easy to make a really good looking site in a short amount of time. If you're really good at making websites and you know what you're doing, and maybe you want to help out your guild and make a new website or something, you can really, the new engine is phenomenal that they've built on the back end, and it lets you dig into all these little areas of the code and inject your own code, and you can kind of do almost whatever you really need to do. It's a great service. Check it out today. Go to squarespace.com, make a new account, and when you're checking out there, use offer code GAMEBREAKER6. Going to get yourself 10% off. I always forget about this one because I feel like some people out there, maybe you have a business. If you have a business, you want to sell stuff online, they've got all the shopping cart stuff all built in. Like you can just put up your items in there, put descriptions in there, start charging for your items, things like that. There's no like all kinds of other stuff that you got to put in there with other solutions. It's not technically hard. It's really easy stuff. Check it out. Don't forget, you got to use the offer code GAMEBREAKER6 to get you all 10% off. Go over to Squarespace. Thanks so much for the Squarespace for supporting Gamebreaker. We love Squarespace so much. Support Gamebreaker by supporting our sponsors, Squarespace. All right, so new items in the cartel market. Larry, you mentioned really quick, we got to do a cartel pack. First off, we've got this, I'd say a delicious mint ice cream lightsaber.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Probably shouldn't lick it, though.
How come I don't see it, though?
Oh, that's not it.
Why do I have a picture that's not it? Oh, that's the wrong picture. I don't have the picture.
That is the
that's
wrong
the covert
picture.
waste energy armor and covert. Okay, so that's covert. Okay, that's the wrong picture. Let's see if this is the right picture. What is this? Oh, is this it? No. What is this? I have this picture. What is that?
Oh, that's the rotworm.
All right.
That's rotworm outfit. Yep.
Producer fail alert. Producer fail alert. Producer fail alert. Gave me the wrong image. So a mint ice cream lightsaber. Can somebody describe this to me, since we don't actually... How amazing would it be if they started using ice cream names for lightsabers? Maybe they should do that.
I want a Rocky Road saber.
Right?
That'd be awesome.
I want it to be white with little like beige and chocolate brown pieces that sort of float around.
Darth Vader could use like a strawberry ice cream lightsaber.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd
Have an orange sherbet saber.
On top of being, on top of being pink, it also causes anaphylactic shock to those that are allergic to strawberries.
So what is this? The Rotworm branded Huttball armor.
Yes, that's actually kind of cool. I like that. There's two of them, I believe, right?
It's the home armor. There's home and away.
There's home and away, and one. It's just the colors inverted, whether it's home or away, and it's I don't know. I think they're kind of cool. I mean, I kind of wanted at one point or another. It's a uniform for Huttball. I mean, football players have uniforms, baseball players have uniforms. It's all, all a specific kind of uniform. What kind of uniform do you wear, in Huttball? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but this is all out in the open world, though. Right? You can just wear this anywhere, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yep.
So you're basically wearing your frog dog. This is the frog dog Huttball armor.
Well, yeah, it's like wearing a jersey outside the stadium,
Outside
right?
the stadium. But you know what this means? Because they are introducing both home and away armor, that we are definitely going to get a new Huttball map, so that we can have a Rotworm home team map and a Frog Dog home team map. So that way, you know which jersey to wear.
Gotta be.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what's going to happen.
That's it. Yeah, you got it. That's exactly right.
Can either that or they got a straight up football coming for open world, and then you could just like have teams set up and just like find like an open field somewhere and play some football. That'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh, or that would be awesome.
See, why would they put me on the design team? I can come up with every idea I come up with. Larry's like, that's the greatest idea ever.
It's really cool. That would be cool. You set up the
they already have ball toss animation in game, so that'd work.
Exactly. You set up the center, the mid court, and then you set it. Here's one goal, and then it puts another goal automatically on the other side, equal distance away. Boom.
Done. Just let players handle it themselves.
That's
open world matches on Ilum. That's what they're gonna turn Ilum into. Turn it into a sports planet. Just put TVs all over.
It's a giant Huttball match.
That's exactly what the GRE are doing when they're testing people out and having people stand in line to do the thing in the pillar.
That's what they're doing.
Saying, okay, how long are people willing to stand in line for Huttball tickets? Is really
that's what it is. It's they're testing how long patrons can survive online for a beer and a bad hot dog. That's what it is.
That's right. It's exactly.
Man, it makes so much sense.
We nailed it.
Damn, you SWTOR devs are tricky and smart. This screenshot is actually showing off a pet. Does anyone? I'm going to divert over to these lightsabers. Does anyone like these lightsabers with the black cores?
Yes.
Yeah,
I do.
Do you?
I've got the red and black. I've got that blue and black. I've got the purple and black.
I'm not feeling them.
I like them.
Anyway, what do you think? What is this pet? What is this pet?
It's one of the flutter plumes.
Yeah, the midnight flutter. I don't know, licorice flutter plume or something. I forget what it's called.
It kind of looks like a vulture.
Kind of like a vulture.
But yeah, that's actually that's actually a really rare one. Surprisingly, that pet.
How do you obtain these if it's rare?
They're random drops in the cartel pack.
Yep.
Of course. The rares are
Evan Wing. Yeah, that's right. Evan Wing. I knew the chat room would be able to tell us.
Looks a little bit like a dog and my wife and I just rescued.
Aww.
Oh, you put wings on that and you got to
put wings on that and you got this, right? Like, look, just put some wings and boom, black.
Yeah.
See, there's these little. No, I can't really see his little talons. He's got little hawk feet.
Wow, perfect.
Yeah, All right, so let's see. The next one has a nice name. Everyone's gonna like this one. This is the This is like, when you have that opportune moment, just got a second to kick back, put your feet up. You need the portable relaxation unit.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me tell you about that. So everybody got excited when they saw that they had a chair that you could sit down in, because you can't sit down in any chairs anywhere. So everybody that saw this picture was suddenly like, oh man, you can sit down in a chair, it's going to be awesome for role play. Until one of our guild mates happens to get it, and it turns out that it only lasts for 15 seconds.
What?
And only lasts for 15 seconds, and it's like your health recovery ability.
Oh my god.
My husband almost uninstalled the game when I told him that. He was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, nope, 15 seconds. Good luck with that.
Because they don't want because you would just break the game if like 20 of you all sat around and like, all right, let's get our chairs out and just sit around in a circle and chat. That's what they don't want.
But
they
only
don't
for
want
15
you.
seconds.
For 15 seconds you could do it.
It's so.
Oh my god.
It's like they're teasing the role players. It's like what probably happened. This is what I'm thinking, is that somebody higher up was going, we heard that the role players were complaining about not being able to sit in chairs. So you designers, we need something in this next cartel pack that will allow people to sit in chairs. And so the designers are like, okay, we got that. We got this. But we can't just have them sit in chairs. That wouldn't be right. It needs to do something. Okay, so we'll have it heal for, let me see, what's a good time? 15 seconds. That's good, right? And so it was like some sort of weird miscommunication somewhere along the line, because I'm just not going to accept that they're giving us the finger.
So I'll go out on a limb, not being an RPer, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, Larry. RPers just want damn chairs to sit in, and portable would be better, because you don't even care if it does anything, right? Because basically you want to sit around with your guildmates and talk, or you just want to turn a cantina into a strip club and get lap dances. That's really all you're looking for. And this would have been awesome, right? You're just like,
you understand us, Gary. You understand us.
I get it, man. I am with you. It doesn't have to do anything. Just let it live, man. I get it.
That's right.
15-second lap dance. I'm not paying much for that.
15 seconds.
I'm not paying much for that.
Yeah.
How relaxing is it? It's 15 seconds of relaxation.
Exactly. And it's like, you sit down, you're like, oh, I got ADD. Hold on, let me go take care of this thing over here. That's
right. No thanks. Like I'll stick with the music therapy probe.
Yeah.
Fun when I healed.
All right, next up, a mount from the new Mass Effect MMO. It's the Shepherd glowy orange thing.
I think that's called the Lux. I'm going
to call it the Shepherd glowy orange thing. That's going to be my new name for that.
I'll stick with that.
It's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool mount, actually. It's pretty neat.
It's really neat looking.
Blue version, Shepherd glowy bluey knockoff. That's what I'll call this one.
Blue is the coolest.
You like the blue one? Which one do you like, Larry?
No. I like the blue one.
No, the coolest one is the one without any of that glowy stuff on it. There's actually, I don't know if we...
I don't have that one. I don't even. They have one without that.
Oh no, yeah, they have one without. That is, there's no glowy stuff on it at all. That's actually the coolest one. It looks like a what would you call it? I don't know. It looks like a Harley or something like that. Where you see all the insides of it and whatnot. I don't know, what would you call that? I
don't know.
Roadster.
Knockoff. No glowy Shepherd Smith thing. Shepherd Smith. He's on Fox News. I just said Shepherd Smith. Some attractive dye models, as we were talking about. Here you go. Purple.
I don't know, the pale red and what is that? Light brown or whatever the heck. Yeah, that's actually not too bad on certain outfits. That one particular, the one that you showed on screen, is not a bad one to have that on.
The blue and orange is making my eyes bleed.
Yeah,
here's the Bumblebee one.
There's their Bumblebee. And there's the purple on light purple. That's deep purple on light purple.
I actually do like the purple and purple.
Yeah, that one's actually that one sells really well on the GTN. People like that one.
All right, so Damian Schubert this week. If you guys didn't watch, E3 was all this week. Excuse me. I'm fighting con crud. Had a fever for 2 days. Go to E3. Bunch of nerds get you sick. Come back and choking. Literally, between every YouTube talking the entire time, like mute, dying, and I'm back. Almost every time. So Damian Schubert talked about next. What's that?
I said Confunk is the worst.
It is. It's terrible. I'm just like constantly, I always like, I Purell everything with me. I was like bathing in it. Doesn't matter. Come home sick. Damian Schubert talked about next-gen consoles. Here's what he had to say. He said, we have no plans at the time to go on the next-gen consoles. Simply put, the game was designed with a mouse and keyboard in mind, and I think most players would not like the changes in gameplay we would have to make in order to make the experience playable on a console controller. But hey, that could change. Never say never.
I am disappointed. I am so disappointed.
Wait,
while I cycle through my 50 abilities. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that would work. There's not enough buttons on a controller. Unless you're doing some like weird AB plus / / combo.
Yeah, no, I played Final Fantasy, the new 14 coming out on the PS3 with the control. Actually, I didn't play with the controller. Shaft did. I watched him, and it was like, I was watching him struggle. He was sweating. He was just like,
He was sweating.
He was. He had to cycle through so many things to try and just like, you know, target the boss mob. He was just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it was difficult with DC Universe Online as well, because you had, I mean, steering your character was okay. That was all right. You can actually move around and target stuff pretty well, but targeting, you had what, 12 abilities, and you had to toggle the front keys and then hit one of the other like, you know, the triangle or the square keys and whatnot at the same time, and it just was, it didn't flow right. It felt like it was just not designed to work that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna chalk this one up and say never happening. But
yeah,
he says never say never. He wants to leave the door open. I don't know. Laura, would you
just
ever,
in case he's wrong.
would you want to see SWTOR on a console?
Hell no. I could not play that way.
PC gamer for life. Yo.
Yeah, but if it went to that, I probably wouldn't play it anymore.
PC. Didn't work. There, PC.
Larry's gangsta. He's throwing gang signs. All right, last of this week, Bruce McLean hinted that the Raccoon Plague could come back in the future. What did you guys think of the Raccoon Plague, and would you like to see it come back?
I loved it, and I would love to see it come back. Yeah, it was a really, really fun event. The only thing that I didn't like about it was that if you didn't start it from the beginning or on day one, then you did not have enough time to be able to acquire all of the containment officer armor. So I would like to see if they bring it back, that they change it so that no matter when you start it, if people get started on it late, that they are able to acquire all of the armor and not have quests open up daily. Like, everything should just be available.
What do you think, Larry? Did you like Raccoon? You want Raccoon 2, the Reckoning?
Absolutely. That was that was actually a really, really cool event. There was multiple things to do. They did it really well. They made it very it was unlike like the rest of the game. There wasn't a tunnel that you had to go through, you know, so to speak, a tunnel of story to go through. You could actually go do this over here if you wanted to, or go do this over here, or stand on the fleet and infect everybody else. It was a whole bunch of different ways to play the game, so to speak, and I really liked that about the Recco.
Really quickly,
stand on top of everybody and explode on them.
That was disgusting and awesome at the same time.
Splooge everywhere.
Before we split for the day, were there any like off the cuff PvP stuff that we kind of should have talked about before we split?
No, just that I'm sad that PvPers didn't get anything in this patch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
The Ilum thing is going to be bumped up to 55 soon.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah, we haven't really seen. I really. Yeah. I'm sorry, PvPers. Sorry.
Sorry.
We're sorry.
Larry Arrett, follow him on the Twitter, Shadow SHADDOE, and go over to Massively to read the Hyperspace Beacon. What are you writing about this week?
I'm talking about roleplay events, ones that just don't involve roleplay, but you can also incorporate PvE and PvP and how to set those kind of things up. If you're interested in GMing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chat room, I'd be watching you, and I know you wanted to hear about PvP. I knew there was nothing about PvP, but I just wanted to bring up that there was nothing about PvP, so I brought up PvP. Now you're sad because there's no PvP in your PvP. Laura Williams, follow her on Twitter at VoidBinks with a VOIDMYNX, and of course, watch her right here on The Republic every Monday at 6 PST. We'll be back again next week. And you can follow me on Twitter at Gary Gannon and follow Gamebreaker TV at Gamebreaker TV. Hey, you guys got to follow our Facebook page. Make sure, because we got tons of giveaways coming. We got some running right now. Check that out. Go over to facebook.com/Gamebreaker TV and check out our new website, freetoplay.tv. Freetoplay.tv, brand new website, just launched it a couple weeks ago. And if you're looking for free-to-play games, MMO and browser, that is the place to go. We talk about SWTOR and everything else there as well, since it is free-to-play. Have a great week. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week for some more Republic.